Okay, so the first thing you need to know is that this video is not perfume related. I am not going to allow any comments or even thumbs up, thumbs down, because this is a video that I've been wanting to make for the last couple of days, and I've needed to gather my thoughts a little bit, and even now I know that I'm going to be rambling for a while. Not perfume related, so if you're not interested in this, click off now. Okay, I don't want to hear about it. If you continue to watch and you disagree, I'm talking, and I just want it to be very, very clear. So I'm 100% for all the protests that are going on around the world. I'm 100% for the reasons these protests are happening. And if you want to call me a social justice warrior or a bleeding heart, go ahead. By the way, since when has social justice ever been a negative thing? All I can tell you is that I'm not a brand. My channel is about me as a person talking about perfume. I've never ever had any intention of creating a brand, growing the channel, being as big as I possibly can. And I know that I'm going to lose subscribers because of this video. But I'm good with that. That's, you know, if you disagree with me enough about this that you refuse to watch me again, that's good for me. Okay, so, and I'm not, and I'm just talking on behalf of myself. Okay, all it takes is a little bit of empathy, like looking inside yourself. And for me, it actually isn't, it's not a hard thing to understand why all of this is happening. It's not a hard thing to recognize right things and when wrong things are happening. At least it isn't for me. I mean, it's almost as simple as a gut feel. You can spin things and justify things, but when something doesn't feel right, and here it's pretty obvious to me, the reasons for all these protests, it's been going on for hundreds of years. I mean, the specific problem in America, for instance, has been, all you need to do is a little bit of reading about slave history, etc., etc. I don't want to get into that because I'm not qualified enough. I don't know enough. I'm just talking about basically treating another human like another human. What your definition of a human is, I don't know. Everybody's here, and everybody gets a life, and some of us, like myself, are lucky enough to be born with a particular colored skin in a particular country, and all of a sudden you get to this point and you realize, well, imagine if I was born a different color in a different country under different economic circumstances. And then you only have to just imagine. You just have to use a bit of imagination, and isn't empathy one of the real human traits we all have? I know some people don't have that ability, but I just want to say that this is who I am, and I'm not going to shirk away from it. I'm not going to hide it. I may not be able to articulate my feelings and thoughts and argue and debate. I just know what feels right and what feels wrong. And it is apparent that hundreds and thousands, millions of people around the world feel the same. For those of you who want to argue about, who want to comment about, you know, people just need to work hard and they'll get what they want. Well, that is great in theory, but you need a level playing field to make it fair. Does everybody get the same opportunity? No. And it happens in every facet of life. So theories are great, but if you can't actually put them into practice, they're pretty much useless. All I want to say is that I'm against any kind of oppression, and that's the way I've grown up. You know, I just I just don't understand how people can't have empathy about this, want to spin it around to be something else. I'm letting you know, people who watch this channel and who are watching this video, this is who I am. If you don't like it, it's really easy. There's an unsubscribe button, and you don't have to hear me talk again. Not that I talk about this all the time, but I want you to know that this is who I am. Okay? And I hope that in some way that it gives you some understanding about, I don't even know if that's what I want. I'm sorry that I'm not articulating myself at all, but I think ultimately I thought of a couple of important things this week. One thing was something that someone said to me, which is just universally true. Like, if everybody treated other people the way that they'd want to be treated and put that into practice, things inevitably would be better. I know it's very simple, but sometimes people don't put that into practice. I'm guilty of it, and I'm sure lots and lots of people are. I'm very proud. What makes me proud is a couple of things, and they're both my teenage kids. And what I'm proud about is they have already demonstrated to me that they have a wonderful sense of justice, social justice, and seeing people as equals. And maybe it's just that they're better educated than I was, or my generation was, or previous generations were, but at least they seem more enlightened. Maybe that's one good thing about the internet. And the other thing I want to say is, when it comes to things like people getting upset about the term Black Lives Matters and countering that with all life matters, well, quite frankly, I am inclined to disagree, because I know that when it comes to specific elements, namely child abusers, sometimes politicians, it's very, very arguable that all life matters. Anyway, if you're watching this and you decide to stay subscribed to me, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And for everyone else, enjoy your life.